Hey, it's Mac, and today is Monday, March 10th, and I was going to try to demonstrate a live trade. Haven't done one lately, and we haven't quite reached. We're in a big downtrend here, and we haven't quite reached. You can see this big downtrend, the lower side yet, and I would expect we're going to reach this lower side, but we haven't got there yet. So I want to see if maybe we get a setup for one more short here. And the last couple of times we just haven't got a setup here. This one I thought I was going to probably get a setup here, but the signal bar was no good. Maybe we'll get a failed break out of this right here. This one was just a first entry. This was just a first entry, so I just really haven't gotten a good setup here to demonstrate one. There were a couple of setups up here, but I was still trading, doing my own trading at the time, so I hate to record when I'm actually doing my trading and trying to hit my targets. But it looks like we may have bottomed out here. Maybe we'll get a chance to demonstrate a trade. I don't know. I'm just surprised that we haven't reached this low here yet. Let's see if this is an overshoot. Probably not. So maybe we'll get a shot here. We got a first entry now and a break of this channel. Well, yeah, we got to close outside. Let's see if we get a setup here. All right, we got a break of this channel here, this green. I haven't made it green yet, but we got a break of it. Let's see if we get a setup to go short now.
Order submitted.
Actually, I need to move that up one tick now. Still think that signal
Order
bar
filled.
qualifies. All right, we're filled.
Target filled.
All right, we already got our scalp. See if we can get her about a 3.
Target filled.
All right, see how quick that was. That entire trade lasted 13 seconds. So you can see how quick you're in and out. And really all I was looking for was a second entry, prices to run back to the EMA. That's the reason I only went for 4 points on the runner there. So I did get a little slippage if you look at that. Normally you don't get any slippage. Looks like I had 13 contracts that got filled at my price, and then I had 7 that I had a tick of slippage. So normally we would get 750 on the scalp. It looks like I only made $725 on the scalp portion, but I got the full 4 ticks on the runners, and I made 9. So what's that? 937.50 on the runners. And so that's a total of $1,662 minus my commissions of $77.60. So $1,584.90 profit in 13 seconds. I don't know where in the world in any other business you can make that kind of money. I mean, I got here at 7 and I took this trade at, I'm not sure, 10:15 or so. I didn't look at the time. So, um, in 3 hours, but I made I really only started trying to take this trade 30 minutes ago, so that was 30 minutes of work really. And I kind of watched the chart that I was looking to take take a trade and demonstrate. And you see, even prices continue to go higher. I thought I was expecting them to go down to the low side, but they're still going higher. So I didn't even get the ultimate direction right. But because I'm trading with the trend and taking second entries, and I also allowed the micro channel working up to play out, and I entered way away from the EMA, everything was still in my favor, and I still had a positive trade. So you can, if you're trading with a trend, a lot of times you can make mistakes and still make money. But if you're counter trend trading, generally you're just going to lose money. So always try to trade with a trend. Follow the rules. You see, I followed the rules there, and I knew there was a chance that prices may still make another leg up at a minimum, but we were so far away from the EMA that with me having a break of the green channel working up and a new high in place, and it being a second entry, I figured as long as I got plenty of room to run back to the EMA, that I'm going to be fine, and I was. So I was correct in that aspect. I really wasn't surprised that we got one more move up, because usually a lot of times you'll get a break and two legs to a new high. But what kind of surprised me was that we're continuing to kind of chop higher, and it's not a total surprise, but I really thought we're going to turn down there and go back to the other side. But now my guess is we'll probably go up to the upper side of the trend, to the trend line, and then maybe turn back down from there. We may even get a break here since we came up short on the other end. So we'll just have to kind of see what happens. But since we came up short on the low end of the bigger channel down here, my guess is that we're going to get a break of the trend line here, and then maybe after a little bit of a rally, we'll get a retest of the low. That's how I would read this now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that quick demonstration. If you can, even if you're doing this with one or two contracts, if you did this with, just say you did this with 3 contracts, you can still make a nice living. It takes a while to build up to this number of contracts, but just keep working at it. Keep build your leverage slow, but start out trying to make $50, $100 a day, then maybe try to go to $250, and then just slowly build up. It took me a long time to get to 20 contracts. I couldn't always trade 20 contracts. It was too emotional for me, too mental. It worked on me mentally. So yes, don't think that you can start off right out of the gate trading 20 contracts. People ask me why I don't trade 100 contracts and just take one trade a day and make a big chunk. And I probably could, but the reason I don't is because when I trade that many contracts, it messes with me mentally. When you think about it, when 100 contracts, a single tick's worth $12.50. So 100 contracts, when it ticks against you, it's $1,250 a tick. And so it doesn't have to go far for you to be several $1,000s in the hole, and that just messes with me mentally. If you can just make $1,500 a day at about 260 trading days a year, well, that's a total of $390,000 a year. And if you can double that, then you're looking at knocking down $750,000, taking a couple of trades a day, 260 working days out of the year. Think how many days that gives you off as well. There's no other business like that. It's just not. So that's why I don't try to trade 100 contracts a day. I can take one trade if I get a runner like that and make 1,500, and I can take 2 trades and double that and make 3,000 a day fairly easily if I get a runner. That's assuming that you have a winner, 2 winners every day, and that you make your target every day. And sometimes I'll have a loser, but I'll still keep working until I hit my target. I'll take another trade, or I'll take 2 more trades if I need to. Generally I take 1 to 3 trades a day. Every once in a blue moon, I might have to take another trade, but it's rare that I take more than 2 trades a day. Usually it's 1 or 2 trades a day and I'm done. But I would say on average I take 1 to 3 trades a day, and that should be your target, to try to get in and out in a trade or two every day and make a nice living. Because if you keep trading every day, and the more times you go into the market, every time you go in the market, there's a risk of a loss. So if you limit the number of times you go in and you're picky about it and you take only the best trades, then you're going to increase your odds. And when you start trying to take more trades, then you take iffy trades, you start breaking the rules, and then you have some losers and you give back some of your money. And you just churn your money in commissions is cause what usually happens, because you'll probably break even. You may not lose money, you'll probably break even, but then you'll just churn all your money in commissions, because that was almost $80 in commissions there. And if you do that $80 in commissions every day, taking a bunch of trades, and you're just breaking even, well, you're going to lose money pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind. It's not as easy as it looked, what you just watched me do. Honestly, it was really that easy for me that I just did. But when you start trying to do this, it's not going to be that easy. And also I wanted to show you this. It looks like it was a triple test there. I don't know if I mentioned that. But I also was looking at a possible triple test there too. That was another reason I liked that trade. So not only did I have a second entry short, I had a triple test working across there. And you can see the line I just drew. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this trade. I'm going to wrap this up. I'll try to do more of these. This is Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.